Oh,
So
we know that already.
we know that, yeah. And it's not Tim. I can say that. Oh, Vivi, everyone wants Vivi to be the special guest.
No, it's
I guess
not. No, maybe it's at the
she,
daycare now.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess the clue could be people who are more familiar with the Bowie community and Bowie programs are very likely to know who this person is. But I won't say anything else.
So someone asked the Katie. So someone asked about the links. I'll just share the link with you guys. Christy.
Oh, cool.
Christy. Oh, yeah.
Katie. It's like everyone's Christy. Katie. No. Okay. Let's see.
It's easier than you thought, guys. And then you think it's actually easier than you think. Yeah, we can. Guys, any Instagram? Yeah, so we just shared our socials. If you want to can connect with us, please do. And also, we are live on social media now. We are live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So don't worry. No, you guys. No, we're not gonna show your name or anything. So just three of us. So we wanted to do this just because we can schedule the session already. We want to do it, and for people who cannot join us live sessions and they want to celebrate with us as well. So just want to make sure people know the context right now. We are still in the teacher passive income workshop. We are already here 3 hours, 7 minutes, and we're gonna continue with at least another 30 minutes with our special guest. So just to celebrate the entire event, I guess we can start with maybe something just from our three of us to start with, like what's the main takeaway from our guests, right? And then I will pass to you guys who are already here, staying with us for 3 hours to share your takeaway. We can read it, kind of celebrate a little bit. I'll start with myself. So my takeaway from this workshop, I know I'm gonna steal this idea from Robbie because kind of he shared this with me yesterday as well. So I think the takeaway I have from this workshop is we have the best team ever in the world, and we can do everything. I'm really amazed by Gemma, Robbie, and myself on how much we can do, like how effective we can do, and how great we can work together on. We had probably so many meetings just in the past few days. Just everyone very clear with what they need to work on, and we always deliver. We meet very effectively. So I'm just amazed by this team here. So this is my takeaway, and I have more confidence than ever that we're gonna do great in 2024. We're gonna help this community, teacher community, educator community, much better than ever in 2024. So that's my takeaway. Sorry, Robbie, I know I took it from you. So I'll give you the chance to share a new one. All right, Robbie, what's your takeaway?
Wow, yeah, you totally stole my takeaway. No, that was awesome, James. I think adding to what you said, especially about community, I think one of the coolest things about this event, so we had nearly 4,000 people register, and it was a combination of teachers from within our community who we know, who we've worked with before in other areas, and a lot of new people. And I think the coolest thing for me was seeing the energy in the chat, and like seeing how like teachers, educators from around the world are all kind of like united by this shared goal of learning more about how you can have more impact, more income, and yeah, just get your knowledge out there. And I think that created a really nice energy and a really nice atmosphere in the event. And it, like, I guess if you're watching on social media now, you can't see the comments in the Zoom chat, but it's just like all 4 days, it's been absolutely amazing. Like the camaraderie, the energy, the support, the encouragement. And I think that's been the biggest takeaway for me, on top of what James said.
Yeah, and to add to that about the community, I think for me, what's really opened my eyes is just reinforce something I did believe, is that educators are so generous. Teachers want to give more than anything. And I think it isn't easy for us as teachers. You know, I've experienced burnout. I've experienced hard times working for these companies, trading my time, just dedicating so much to my students and not really being recognized for that, or just reaching that, you know, bottleneck in my business of working so many hours. And I just think, one, it's so amazing that we can give back to you and we can share our knowledge and what our failures and everything that, you know, we were also just like you. And we love that we can give back. I think that's been my big takeaway. It's just the spirit of the teaching community, I would say.
Awesome. Some really, really nice takeaways being shared in the chat here. Like, is it okay if we read some of these out for the people watching on social media? Because we're getting some really cool comments here with the registrants for the event. Shall we share some of those?
Yeah, the saying go for it.
Awesome. Okay, so there's one here from Marina, and she says, my takeaway is that in the age of AI, kindness and humanity is still relevant. As teachers, we still want to help each other and our students as well. It's really, really well said, Marina.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. William says another thing that comes across is the diversity. Just seeing you on the Zoom, 3 very different people with a lot of personality. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is like we talk about like a lot about kind of, okay, some of the drawbacks and negative things around technology and AI, but there's a lot of possibility too and a lot of opportunity. And the fact that like we've been able to connect, you know, in this, we've never met each other in real life, but we've been able to connect and create things and share things with people from around the world. Like that's a really cool thing. And it's definitely something to be thankful for. So thank you, William, for that comment.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did we ask about the takeaways?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. A lot of people
So
are sharing their
I've been,
takeaways
like,
now in the
trying
comments.
to get a guest host. All right, so guest speaker. All right, so do we have more takeaways, guys? No, feel free to share if you have more takeaways from this workshop, and we'll get guys. Yeah.
Holly has shared that my takeaway is that the whole passive income thing can be easier than I thought. Yeah, I think that's another takeaway, hopefully, that you've taken from today is that it does get to be easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, I think that was one of our objectives when we kind of sat down to plan this. We want to be really, 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 really realistic about the challenges and the reality, but we also, like, if people have kind of fears or doubts or misconceptions, we wanted to remove them too. So maybe like if you're feeling like you're a 5 out of 10 in enthusiasm and optimism, hopefully at the end of this event, that's up to a 7, 8 or 9. That would be awesome. And I think that would be like mission accomplished for us.
Yeah. Ellie has shared as well that I'm so pleased that we have options to be able to continue our love of teaching, absolutely, but in a format that will support our financial needs and allow us to keep our joy of teaching children. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I think we have a few more as well. Marina said a good point on diversity. Beside the fact of so many people from a myriad of regions and places connected with this workshop. Yeah, and to add to that, I think there is something for everyone, for sure.
Really, I think like speaking of the different regions, when we had a look at the data, was it 161 different regions? So
yeah,
like how cool is that? And look, everybody's here, we're all interacting, we're all sharing. It's pretty awesome. Getting like sentimental now.
It is. All right.
You know, when James is quiet like that, it means he's working.
He's busy.
Yeah,
he's busy.
So
we have another takeaway. Maybe we can share that. Well, James is up to something.
Okay, yeah. One last takeaway, please.
One last. So Laurie's takeaway is the first time I felt like I could do something like this at 60 years old and not a techie. You guys are awesome. I look forward to the mastery course and seeing you all in the academy. And I'll have to catch the guest of the recording. Talking of the guest, she's here. our special guest is here.
All right. Okay, Steffi. Why
I'm
don't
so
you?
sorry.
Yeah, no worries,
Late to
no
the
worries.
party. So sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Steffi just finished the session. So, Steffi, why don't you
Yeah.
introduce yourself? And then you're gonna take it over for the next 30 minutes because we all gonna take a break, right?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Is it? Okay. So I've just finished one of the best sessions I've had with our teacher entrepreneurs about routine, how to build an effective routine to be a successful teacher entrepreneur. And I just love the energy. I just forgot about the time and my alarm clock because I knew I had to be here, and they had to remind me. They
Yeah,
had to remind me.
I
They
sent a
sent
message in the WhatsApp group. Can you
I
guys
know,
tell
and they said like,
Steffi?
Steffi, you should go now. And I said, oh my goodness, I completely forgot. This is how I am when teachers are excited about what they do, when they share their routine, and they are just ready for their journey. And some of them actually joined the passive income as well, and I guess
Yeah.
they are here as well.
Yeah.
So I'm Steffi. I work as a head of coaching on the Bowie team, and I just love what I'm doing and the vision that we have. I'm sure you've mentioned it a few times already. I'm in love with what we do, and I think the whole team here. And the vision is teaching is associated with respect, prestige, and prosperity, and that's what we are doing at Bowie. And this is what the guys here have been doing for the past few days. So that everybody gets the chance to really feel respected, prestigious, and prosperous through whatever way they choose. Yes, I'm so happy I'm doing this. And also, like maybe some people don't know, I was a teacher myself. So I was a CELTA qualified English teacher, teaching in different language schools in different countries. And I was a teacher entrepreneur as well. So I did a 21-day challenge. And then I had this experience of 2 years, more or less, to be a teacher entrepreneur. And I just love sharing this transition from being a teacher to teacher entrepreneur, and now working as a growth coach for teacher entrepreneurs. So yes, I'm very happy that I can be doing this. Thank you for.
So Steffi, so like we've had a lot of questions around kind of mindset and obstacles and barriers and the mental challenges involved in like doing some of this stuff and taking the first steps. So like for those of you who don't know, like that's Steffi's wheelhouse. Like that's her area of expertise. She specializes in the mindset advice. So if you have any like doubts or any questions around that, like you're Steffi, you're well looked after. You're in good hands here. So feel free to put them into the chat.
Yeah. So Steffi, why don't you talk about the teacher mindset? I do want to talk about this topic. So we haven't touched on this yet because we're kind of all very excited about the passive income, everything we shared in the past 4 days. But end of the day, mindset is everything. So that's one thing I haven't told you guys, right? Even in the mastery course, we're thinking about having some mindset training in the mastery course, because if we don't get our mindset right, it doesn't matter how much training you take, what you do is not going to get you the results. So that's something I deeply believe in. I didn't believe it 4 years ago, probably. I would say that's bullshit because I don't think that's the thing, the mindset. But after being in our business and working with the team for so long, being entrepreneur for 5 years, mindset, because when you don't challenge yourself enough, you don't see your limits. And when you challenge yourself enough, you see the pain, you feel that, then that's because your mindset is limiting yourself. So, Steffi, what do you think? What give us the best 5 minutes on mindset, please?
Oh
No
my
pressure.
goodness.
And we're live on social media too, in case
Okay, so the message that I got from you, James, when you said like you can charge more money for what you're doing and make even more impact. And at that time, we mentioned this $100 per hour. And when I was charging $12.50 per hour, for me, it was like, this is not possible. So my mindset was like, I even rejected that idea that is not possible. So that was the kind of belief limitation. But I was I was fired from a full-time job, and I literally had money for like 2 months to survive in London. So I felt like the worst thing that can happen is just it will not work, and it's not a good idea. So that was the mindset I kind of entered this in a way. Like I was not, I was limited in my beliefs, how I was believing about myself. So I think the first few months and the first year, even 2, it was all about how to change these limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. So like I can. So of course, like 100 was too much for me, but I felt like, okay, I can start with 50. If everybody was trying 50, I can start that. And that's how I was doing, kind of like trying to change these limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. That was the first thing. Then the second one, I was really keen on exploring what is my why I do what I do. So the why was guiding me when I was going through a lot of challenges. And that why is staying with me until today. It just changed in a little bit, like there are different angles to that why, but it's the why. And it's this, I don't know, mission, vision, the purpose I feel. And that is what makes me, get up in the morning. So that's what I figured out through this journey. Then the second thing was, one thing is like, you know what you want, but you are still the person you are. So you need to upgrade some part of your self-image. So believe more in yourself, or believe that you are becoming a leader in your field. Maybe you are not just yet, but becoming a leader in your field. So I had to upgrade my beliefs about myself. That was the second part of kind of my mindset work. The very third one was, which I did not have before, it's the habits. So the mindset is like, I knew a lot from the 21-day challenge and then other programs and even other coaches I work with, but I realized like if I'm not implementing it, then it's useless, all this knowledge I have. So kind of like these habits were closing the knowing doing gap for me. And I learned which habits I need to follow. There are actually 6 that I was just, training our teachers, teacher entrepreneurs with them. And when I understood those habits, pretty much those habits were bringing me results, not even me, the habits I was doing. So that was a huge mindset, because one thing which was happening to me on and off, and to some other teachers as well, when things didn't go well, people stopped following habits. Like, it's a useless habit, I'm not going to follow it because I don't get results straight away. But I realized, like, for you to get consistent results, you need to be doing these habits consistently, even if you don't get results just yet. And that was a huge transformation shift for me, because those habits were investment in my future. Although I was not paid straight away for doing those habits or sending messages or whatever I needed to do, but I was investing in my future time-wise by doing those habits. And that was a huge mindset shift for me. It took me some time to understand it. Then the next thing was, because I have had a lot of struggles in business, as everybody does, I guess, and I was reacting. I was taking everything personally. So I was, when people left some negative comments below my post, I was crying. When I failed 15 strategy sessions in a row, I was crying. And I was thinking, oh, I'm not meant to be. I mean, I still didn't lose my hope, or I didn't give up, but I felt like I didn't have this confidence in myself, and I let everything impact me very much. So then I realized, like, how can I think inside out? So how can I not let this impact me in such a way? How can I stay empowered when this is happening? And this was a huge shift, because there are a lot of challenges even today, right, at what we do. But when you learn this one, thinking inside out, then you pretty much can go through everything, and you're even enjoying those challenges because you see lessons in those challenges. That was the fourth one. And I guess quite a few more, but I don't know. I've been speaking for some time, but these were the things for me. Yes, and actually one more, I don't know if that's the mindset or the community, but when you don't have people who trust in you as an entrepreneur because you are in a family or friends who are all employees, then they even tell you, like, if you're going to charge $100 per hour, I'm going to eat this fork. And they were holding a fork in their hand. And I felt like, okay, that's not the most encouraging thing. They love me, but they don't really have this experience. So the mindset was, I need to surround myself with the people who believe in me. They may be strangers, they may be just another fellow teacher, but I need that. Otherwise, if I'm listening to other people, like, they would eat their cutlery. If I was charging 100 per hour and more, then I'm not going to go far with this business. So the mindset, like, surround yourself with people, like-minded people who believe in you and who will be there, right? It may be coaches, fellow teacher entrepreneurs. And I'm sure Gemma, Robbie, and James, you would agree with this, like, without a community.
Yeah, Steffi, people really connecting with this in the comments here. I don't know if you can see the comments, but Holly says she absolutely struggles with this. I think that was kind of putting yourself out there and maybe dealing with some negativity. Denise says, I guess they're eating the forks now.
Yeah, I never told them. I don't think some of them know that what I was charging then when I was charging 100. But yes, I don't know. I didn't want them to eat the fork. I wanted to be nice to them. But yeah, maybe I will just do that at some point if they make me angry again. But I guess people. So that's the thing. That's what I didn't understand before. We think like, oh, people don't love us when they say comments like this, but they actually wanted to protect me because they felt like, why are you going to invest your money? It wasn't even that much money, but money and energy into something which is not certain and sure. Like, just go for something that school or whatever that will pay you 1,000 per month. You can pay for your bills and then you can just live your life in a peaceful way. And they just felt like I will get hurt if I start being an entrepreneur. Maybe I will lose my hope or faith or I don't know, all my money or all my mind. So they meant it in a good way. But, well, if somebody doesn't have entrepreneurial experience or if they have bad experience, then they, pass it on to you, right?
Yeah, I think that's a really, really good point at the end. Sometimes people project their own fears and insecurities onto other people, and they're not necessarily, it's maybe not even intentional. They may not even be aware of it, but it like, we can't replace our family and like, our friends to some extent, but it can be so beneficial to have that other community, people who can connect and relate to what you're doing. And like, it's something we've kind of talked about before. Like sometimes when we have a call, like together with the four of us, like that energy kind of gets going and the ideas start flowing around. And yeah, you could have had like a really tiring day or like something bad might have happened or you got a negative comment or something didn't work out. But then after the call, you feel charged up again and kind of enthusiastic and ready to go. So yeah, it's really, really valuable part of this. You don't have to go
Definitely.
alone.
Yeah, definitely, Robin. I like what you said, but at the same time, I feel, yes, I mean, if you quit your job completely and you just, go into entrepreneurship, yeah, it does take some time to get some results. So of course, it's a good idea to have a part-time job or some kind of income to at least cover your bills. And that's why I feel like this passive income workshop is so helpful. Back then, I didn't know about it. So I started being an entrepreneur. And being an entrepreneur, you don't see results straight away. With passive income, not straight away still, but you are building that step by step. And that's why it's good to have some stability as well, I guess, like part-time job or full-time job. But still, like thinking about it, like everything that is risky or not certain is not good. I don't think, is the best mindset to have.
Yeah, totally. I think the more ways, the more sources of income you have, the more you reduce the risk for yourself. So like if your entire business, let's say you're fully independent and your entire business is based on one-on-one clients, that's or naturally going to fluctuate from month to month. You might have some really good months when you have a lot of new clients and you might have some periods when you don't. And that's why like having those extra streams of income can be so valuable. And hey, like it's not going to happen overnight. Like I think a big focus of this week was, hey, like let's figure out what the best place to start is. Let's do that. Let's get you there. Let's get you taking action. Let's get you tasting some success there. And then there'll be a point where, okay, I'm ready to branch out. And like, I think Gemma is a great example of that. Like, well, I think we counted 6 or 7 like different sources of income now, but it all starts with one.
Definitely. Mrs. Koo Edwards said, no risk, no reward. Sometimes we have to take that leap of faith.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And also like I feel like faith and fear have a lot of things in common. It's just seeing something which is not there. And you can decide to see something that like it will happen, which is faith, or oh, this will not happen, which is fear. So they have a lot in common, these two, and I completely understand. I mean, it's not like I was not afraid to make that transition. I was afraid myself. I had fear, but my faith was stronger, I guess, than my fear. But it's very normal, I think. Like our brains try to protect us and just to keep us safe, but not necessarily working for a language school. In my case, okay, I'm speaking about my situation, is a safe decision because actually it was the very language school that fired me because of the COVID, and I didn't have any money left from that school. So kind of relying on somebody else's income was not necessarily the most safe thing I could go through. So I didn't know it back then, but then I learned, okay, I can just rely on myself and my ways of earning that money through different ways, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good one.
Anne-Marie just said your struggles, questions from your family, friends did or still not do, but they still not believe in me. This business and I'm going for it. That's all we need. Passive income. I'm building like ice in the sea. You can see the tip above the water. The best bit, the big best is coming. It is a leap of faith and it will happen. Yeah, absolutely. One thing about just those that have taken the leap of faith, I just want to congratulate those that have joined the mastery course. So for those of you who are just listening now, we do have a course to support those with passive income. So I want to congratulate Dale for joining. Congratulations, Dale has actually joined the academy as well. And we have Palesa, we have Sorsen, congratulations. We have Rochelle joining. So great to have you. We have Catherine as well, big party. And we also have Melissa. So just want to do a bit of confetti and show off.
I like that, Gemma. I don't know how you still do it, but I would love to do that too.
Don't worry, it's actually, we've determined we're going to include it in the course because everyone here wants it in the course. So another reason is to learn how to do that. It'll be a special bonus, just my Christmas gift, just for everybody.
That's a nice one, Gemma. And actually there is Marina as well. She has, I don't know if it's a question, like, could you briefly repeat the one about number 3 habits, please? And number 4, I feel like I may have some resistance to it. Is it some, I'm not sure if it's about what I mentioned or what you meant.
Yeah, I think that was in reference to the habits. So I think number 4, for example, was about like the negativity when you put yourself out there. And
okay, yeah. So basically what I shared, I think about habits, so like teacher entrepreneurs, niche teacher entrepreneurs follow, it's 6 habits, but I don't think I mentioned those habits, but I mentioned kind of like a few mindset tips I was sharing.
Yeah, I think that was
that was it. Okay, that was it. So yes, number 4, exactly as Robbie said. So for me, it was thinking inside out by using my mental faculties. There are 6 of them, and I never knew them about them before. I was just using my 5 senses. So like what I saw, heard, and then what I was taking personally, subconsciously, like that was affecting me. But then when I learned about the 6 mental faculties, one of them is reason, that you can reason with things like, is this really true? Do I want to believe in that? Or perception, how can I change whatever happened in my perception? Like what kind of empowering meaning I can give to whatever happened. So let's say one thing that happened to me was like, I failed 15 strategy sessions. And then the question would be, I could either let it affect me badly and stop doing everything altogether, because it is pretty deep, like it's pretty hard to have 15 failed strategy sessions in a row. So then the perception was, I learned so much about my niche. I learned what my sales skills were about. So I knew what I can improve in my sales skills and a few other things. So like kind of the perception I give to it was helping me to stay empowered and not to let it affect me negatively. So yeah. And so that's, I guess, Marina, what I was speaking about, thinking inside out. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I think if anyone else is kind of worried about, oh, I want to create something, I want to share it, I want to put it out there, but you're worried about like maybe some negativity, whether it's like Steffi mentioned, like mean comments or anything like that. I think the reality is whenever you put yourself out there authentically, you're going to attract the right people and you're going to repel the wrong ones, right? That's inevitable. That's a fact of life. So just making your peace with that and knowing, hey, I'm coming from the right place. I have some knowledge to share. I know this is helpful to people and I feel good about sharing it. Some people are going to be attracted to that and some people will be repelled by it, and just accept it, own it, and know every time you do that, you're attracting more of the right people to your tribe.
So true. So, and Robbie, what you said, like, I like this concept a lot. And when I was learning from my coaches, actually, when they were giving us examples like Thomas Edison or Wright brothers, who actually came out with his plane, or even Viennese psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, like there was a lot of things they had in common. Is like what they were thinking about. So like the thoughts you have can decide what future you will have. And one of the things they were using was imagination. So kind of, you can either let things affect you badly, like whatever is happening and it's challenging, or you can use your imagination and actually keep being not committed or maybe loyal to what you would love instead. So like when Thomas Edison with his light bulb, or Wright brothers with a plane, they were really challenged by everybody around them, or even Henry Ford with the car, right? With engines. So people were not even refused to help them because they felt like this is impossible to achieve this. But they were using still their imagination and intuition, which are the mental faculties, that it is possible. If I can think about it, if I can imagine this is possible, it is possible. So, and that's the same, I guess, for many teachers who want to share their first passive income course or whatever other, passive income they would like to get. And maybe it may look impossible to start with, but if you even have that idea that you can do it, then it's possible for you. That's how I see it. It wouldn't even come to you if it's not possible. Yeah.
Great point. Holly says in the chat, I worry about connecting what people want with what I know they will need so that they'll buy. I think that's a great question. And I guess that kind of bridges us into marketing a little bit. So I think one way you can get around this, Holly, so you want to attract people to your product that you know is helpful to them. So one thing you can do, we'll talk a bit about marketing now, is tap into a desire, an outcome you know they want. So you can think about it this way. If you go to the doctor, you want to get better, or you want to know what's wrong with you. Now, the doctor isn't going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you what you need to get the result you want. So from a marketing perspective, if you understand your audience and you know their goal, you know their desire, you can bring them in by talking about that. And then that's when you share, here's what you need to do to get there. And that's where you share your value and you're authentic. And you don't have to sugarcoat it for them. Hey, like, I know you want this thing. Here are 3 actionable ways you can get there. But I've got to be honest, it's not easy. And then share your value, share your wisdom, and share what you believe they need to get the result you want. So I think that's how you can have that harmony between attracting people, but also giving them what they need to get the results they want.
Yes. All right, guys. I was working on the social media. So first of all, thank you, Steffi. You exceeded my expectation. That was the best 20 minutes on my side.
You didn't prepare me for this.
Congratulations. And you guys can see that, right? Whenever Steffi talk about mindset, this person just got shining. She's shining. She's really good at this, and that's why, guys, we're gonna have some events at least going on in January to talk about mindset. So January 2024 gonna be our mindset month. All right, how many of you guys like this idea? All right, type mindset in the comments if you think it's a good idea to have January 2024 as a mindset month from Bowie Strategy. I think it's a time to really talk about mindset. It's a time to push Steffi forward, get her on the stage, and to talk about mindset, because this can save so many people. Yes, mindset does not give you money right away. Mindset might not get you the peace, the happiness you wanted right away, the status, social status right away. But mindset, without it, you can't get any of this. Mindset, okay? You see this yeses, Steffi, give you more confidence.
I can see
you're gonna do it, right? You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It does. Now I understand why you're so pumped when you finish this workshop, because we meet almost every day now, and you are like really kids in a lollipop shop. Now I can see that. So this is what these people are doing to you. I feel the same now. I feel the same.
Yeah, okay. I mean, so some people ask, what's next, right?
Yeah.
What's next? Get a course, the mastery course, and academy if you can before midnight today. Okay, guys, this is the best offer ever for this topic. Okay, for passive income. If you are interested in learning how to monetize your knowledge and develop digital assets, books, ebooks, educational resources, digital courses, membership, affiliate marketing, right? All that, by turning your teaching expertise, your experience, your talents into passive income, this teacher, educator passive income mastery is a must to get for only $29.90, and you will get it along with our AI course for lifetime access to both of them. And the AI course alone, lifetime is $298. And many of our clients have taken that course. They know how great that course is, and I will give it for free for those of you who can enroll in the mastery course tonight by midnight Boston time. All right, for $29.90 only. It's a gift we give you to guys. We really think it's a Christmas gift. Besides this workshop, the workshop delivered is already a gift. Now we want to give you another gift, mastery. If you haven't got it, get it, right? Get it. Please, after mastery, after the academy, in January, we're going to have a big event of a mindset. And then Steffi going to be the star, okay? Steffi going to lead us in this mindset journey. And we're going to be super pumped. We're going to be all super pumped in the journey at the beginning of 2024. So yes, stay with us, guys. Get a course, stay with us, join the mindset events we're going to have in January. We're going to cross 2024 together. All of us.
Yeah, so just to add to this one, definitely this is the best, best gift you can get. But about the star, so what I will do in this mindset, then you make me speak about it. I will make everybody there looks like a star, because that's what some of the coaches do to me. And that's how I appreciate them. They make me look like a star, my coaches, right? And they are like really like stars. They look me like a star. So that's what I want to do to all of you, to really come up, or like to really have this mindset where you will be thriving in 2024 and really be the stars, the best star you can be for yourself. So that will be my aim for the workshop, one of them. So how you are going to fall in love with what you do as a teacher. And yes, who are your coaches? So at some point I had 3 of them at the same time, and then I got confused. So I just have 2 right now. Different coaches. So I have one coach who is a mindset coach and like a self-development coach. So that is one coach. Another one is a coach who only works with high achievers. She literally studied this kind of syndrome. There is a syndrome of high achievers for 10 years. And we have sessions every week, and group sessions and one-on-one sessions. And then there is one coach as well. I study with how to remember people's names, how to read faster, and how to actually do all of these in a much more effective way. And also which is funny enough, this is what we're selling the courses for. Like you will read 3 to 5 times faster. You will be remembering people's names and remember the speech without any notes, which is true. But what they are doing 90% of the time in their courses, and I didn't know, is the mindset. They are sharing the mindset with us, and 10% the strategies how you can read faster. And these are brilliant strategies, but they say, if your mindset is not correct, if it's not right, all these strategies, you can just put them in the bin. They are not working. So, and I felt like, okay, so it's mindset again. So I've got a lot of coaches like
that's
this.
That's why I didn't talk about this a lot, because we've been waiting for you to come and talk about mindset. Even in the mastery course, guys, the mastery course, that $29.90, we're gonna add a lot of mindset training from Steffi. So that's why if you look at for those of you who look at the landing page or the image we created for the mastermind, for the mastery course, you see Steffi there. Steffi is in the image. Steffi gonna be part of this mastery course as well. So mindset, it is true. So for this passive income, if you don't think you can make passive income, if you don't think your course is gonna be sold, if you don't think you can publish the book, if you don't think you can put together educational resources on TPT, you are not going to get it. You're not going to do it, right? Fix your mindset first, so you have the confidence. Just like what Steffi said, I didn't believe I can charge higher. I didn't believe I can charge more. Then you were never going to be able to charge more. That's it. You're the one limiting yourself from a better future. So mindset is what you need to work on.
And just one comment on this, just because there was one person who was saying, but isn't it like, if I'm daydreaming, is that faith? Or what is daydreaming and faith? What is the relationship between these 2 of them? So I believe everything we achieve in our life starts with a dream, and then faith that this dream can come true. And it stays as a dream if you don't decide about specific detail, then it becomes a goal. If something is a goal, you can have a strategy to achieve that goal. If you have a strategy, you can create habits and actions to implement that strategy to achieve your goal. But everything we do in our life, so I did not have a strategy to charge 100 per hour or even 50 per hour to start with. I did not know if I was charging 12.50, and the only thing they told me at school, you can charge 13.50 if you have delta. Delta is not enough. And I said, okay, fair enough. So delta, I have to have delta to charge £1 more per hour. So 50 per hour for me was like, what? Like that was like, and 100, it was like impossible dream. So of course I was daydreaming like, oh, what it would be like if I was charging 50 and the impact I could make, and then 100. And then it became my goal. When it became my goal, I started upgrading my self-image so that I'm a match to this 100 per hour. When it became, then I had the self-image matched, then I was following the actions that were needed to get to that goal by following milestones. So yes, it does begin with a daydream. Daydreaming is good, but it stays with daydreaming if you don't make it a goal and make it more specific and then take steps towards it. But yeah, I like dreaming. I'm dreaming all the time. Creative visualization, exactly. Yep, that's what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to jump off
Yep.
now. No, that's amazing, Steffi. I love everything you shared. Thank you. It's always inspiring to hear you, and yeah.
All right, guys.
So I do have to.
Before you
get
go,
going.
Gemma.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing, right? We still have 110 people here watching,
Yeah.
and after 3 hours 46 minutes, and I just want to thank you. I think just on behalf of everyone who's watching and the team, the entire team, thank you for running 2 days, right? Day 1, day 2, and day 4. Really appreciate it. And Steffi didn't know Gemma stayed up to 3 a.m. last night to finish all the slides, to get prepared, and
Wow,
she really
Gemma.
delivered. I want to thank you, Gemma. You are the star. You did great. I want to just say thank you to you, and enjoy your trip to Mexico City, and say hello to Robbie when you see him, and send us.
Soon, I guess.
And it's Robbie's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, Robbie's
his
birthday.
birthday.
When Robbie leaves, we're gonna say that Robbie's birthday. But yeah, have fun. Send us some pictures, and take a rest. You deserve that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Gemma. And Robbie, your turn. Yeah, happy birthday. All right, happy birthday.
Almost.
Thank you.
Take a break. I mean, if it's now in Asia, it's already 20 seconds, so it's not too late to say happy birthday. And some of you guys, right? Some of you guys in Philippines or I think Asia or somewhere, like you are already 20 seconds now. So happy birthday, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm a year older in some parts of the world right now. Thank you for all the birthday wishes coming into the chat.
Happy birthday, Robbie. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Someone's asking, I've got one more thing to do. A request, celebration balloons for Pete's birthday.
How many of those do you have?
It's so cool.
Where are you getting them from, those balloons? Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and thank you, Gemma. Yeah, take care.
Okay,
Safe travels. Okay, safe travels. And we're gonna stay here for another 12 minutes. We're gonna stop at 4 hours as we promised. Gemma, take care. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye, Gemma.
Bye bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. 12 minutes. So Steffi, can you ask some questions? Let the audience answer, and any question you want to know about this audience.
Yes. So I want to know what is the most preferred means of getting passive income here so far. Like, what did people think about to start their passive income journey? I'm just curious about.
What's the top passive income strategies do you want to follow?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ebook, I can already see online course here. Online course. Okay, so online course for digital online course. Okay. Ebook, sharing slides on YouTube. Ebooks, digital printables for students. Selling resources. Okay. Which one is most value for time? That's a good question. Robbie, what would you say, or James?
Which one?
Value for time. value for
Which
time.
one is
I
most
wouldn't
value
use
for
that as
time?
the starting point. I'd say which one are you the most passionate about? Because that way the time you spend, it's not going to feel like work all the time, and it'll be easier to motivate you. So I'd say what lights you up the most, what gets you feeling excited. I would use that as the main criteria, because there's going to be a time investment in all of them. Like we said, like we want to be real with you guys. There is an upfront investment. So the easiest way to tackle that is by doing something you're truly passionate about and you feel you're good at, and you've got something of value to share with other people.
Okay, that's a good one. So yes, so I guess that was my first question. Maybe my second one, because now we know what most of you want, or you know it for yourself. What is the biggest mindset challenge you have, or like what is maybe stopping you from kind of like going for it, or maybe even before, if you knew about it, what was stopping you to start it? Lee is saying, "Am I good enough?" That was my question, Lee, when I was starting this journey. And it took me some time to, I kept asking this question, am I good enough to be
Me
a niche
too.
entrepreneur? Yeah, Robbie.
Me too. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, same for you, yeah.
Imposter syndrome. I
Same
think
here
we've all
too.
been
Same
there.
here too. Am I good enough for English teachers? That was the question I had when I started business.
Mm.
So I want to
Mm.
help English teachers. I was like, can I speak good English? So I won't be judged. You know, I think that happens to everyone. When you try something
Yeah.
new, you always have that
Mhm.
imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Am I good enough to increase my price? Am I worth that amount of money? I think it was one of your videos, James, one of your mindset videos I saw way back in 2020. And it was around the topic of charging more for your time, earning more. And like Steffi, it's something you shared, you know, $12.50 in the school. How can I charge $100 or even $50 an hour? And it's something I really struggled with too, because I was conditioned to think I'm trading my time for money. And I think the way you explained it, James, and a way that really resonated with me, and I think it might be helpful for anyone else out there who's doing private classes right now or has like an independent thing going, is you're not just charging for an hour of your time. You're charging for all the experience, all the knowledge, all the expertise you've accumulated over time, whether it's through your studies, whether it's through your experience working with other students, and you're charging for putting that lesson together for that particular person. You know, like does a brain surgeon charge per hour of time? Like, of course not. He charges because of what he can provide, the result he can deliver, the solution he's providing for people. So I think that's really a way to view it. I just know if someone signs up for you for $50 an hour, for $100 an hour, you're going to give them 100% of your energy and effort to get them the result. And that is, it's worth a lot more than $12.50 an hour for sure, you know? So I think that's how I started to come to terms with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like your past experience and what you have invested in, so that this is your return on investment by you charging more. And at the same time, what I was doing quite often at the beginning, so I was trying to, it's not about over delivering, but I had that mindset like I will do whatever it takes for me to get the result to this client, even if I had to work 12 lessons, like I had a 12-week program. So let's say even if I had to work 15 lessons with them, so 3 lessons for free on top of that, just to help them achieve whatever I kind of promised or I said they would achieve with my program, I would do it. So sometimes the confidence comes from the past experience you have or past investment, but at the same time is the confidence that I will do whatever it takes to deliver results to this client.
Yeah, and also don't forget about the mindset training itself. So that's something I didn't appreciate at first. I was like, I'll just be more confident, just like what you said. Suggest that the first 2 options is okay, the experience, and also to remind myself. But there are actually training. There are methods like the affirmation, repetition, right? So the routine that can help you accelerate, like connecting with C-type goals, like definitive like purposes, right? These are gonna actually help you accelerate your confidence building process, and then you're gonna shift your mindset from the poverty mindset to abundance mindset much quicker, and right. So don't forget about that. So that's why Steffi taking mindset training, like coaching, this helps. This really helps. So it's not like you can just work on yourself. You can, but it's gonna be much slower. If you can have some coaching, read some books, right, do something actively, exercise, actually they're gonna get better much quicker.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just to add to that, be really careful as well not to fall into the trap of waiting until you feel perfect and 100% ready and 100% confident before taking action, right? Do it scared, do it uncomfortable, and try to embrace that, because that's where all the lessons are going to happen. And I think I mentioned this yesterday, but for you to do the amount of work you'll need to do to have the results you want, you're not always going to feel motivated. You're going to have to find a way to do it even when you don't feel 100% confident or 100% motivated or 100% energetic. So try to embrace that challenge as well.
Such a good one, Robbie. I like that. And now people say fear of negative comments as well. That was the kind of mindset blog. Yes, which happens out. It happens quite a lot, and this is where this thinking inside out really helps. Or to take the lessons, whatever you need to take from the comment, and then not to let it affect. But yes, then I can handle the tech. So it's kind of like not knowing how to handle tech, or even imposter syndrome, fear of messing up, getting overwhelmed by all the pieces involved in starting something, afraid of the unknown. Is there a need for it? Self-motivation. I need a kick in my behind to get me going. Will they take what I say as helpful information? Kind of like not being sure or certain if this is helpful. Yeah, self-confidence, overwhelmed by all the necessary steps, takes so much to learn. Yeah, am I good enough? Again, afraid of the unknown. Hard to get organized and know the steps to take and not get overwhelmed. Pricing issues, that's what Robbie mentioned already.
Yeah, most of them are mindset, right? Just
mindset.
Yeah. So the negativities, right? So when you think about, oh, am I tech enough? My technology, this is gonna fail, it's gonna work. So you're already indicating yourself, like just kind of telling yourself it's not gonna work, right? So you have to shift that negative attitude or mindset to the positive one. So ask what if, and that's what we talk about. What if it works, right? You just shift it from negative to positive by saying, what if I'm taking enough to make this work? What if I get negative feedback or whatever? I don't care. What if this gonna work? So if you just same thing, if you just tweak it, just by asking, what if your future gonna be much better? Trust me, just asking, what if this gonna work? What if I can do it? What if I can make passive income? What if I can succeed in this? You have maybe 10 folds, 100 folds more higher chance to succeed just by asking, what if?
What if? So good. And even like with these affirmations, so like I had to be a little bit careful, because if I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable about my niche, and then I start affirming I'm an expert or like I'm a leader in my field, of my niche field. So sometimes it was like a drastic kind of change or gap between that. Like I feel completely like imposter, and now I'm affirming I'm a leader in the field. So sometimes even like these steps in between help. Like I'm willing to explore what the leader in the field means in this area. So kind of like something you can already at least a little bit believe in, so you're not completely disconnected. But what James said about what if, it's such a powerful question, because if not, we will always keep doubting about ourselves and be afraid. But sometimes this what if is not as scary than, when you start the journey towards achieving that, whatever it is.
So we have 1 minute left. Let's do this, right? We're on what if. So like we still have 100 people, 92. So I want to all of you guys type one sentence starting with what if, and use that to close this workshop and embrace 2024. Type it now, like think about the sentence, start with the what if and complete it. And we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it every single one of this, and we're gonna finish using what if. I think this is so super powerful way to finish this, right? Anyone? I'm gonna read a few, then I'll pass it to you guys. So here, Heather, what if 2024 was our best year yet? I like that.
Yeah.
Everyone, I
Great
want
start.
everyone to do that, right? Please, we have 1 minute left. Type in what if, let's just read it together. This affirmation as well, right? Let's just read it together. What if 2024 was our best year yet? What if someone gives a negative comment and I don't care? What if all the time and energy I put into this is totally worthwhile and provides security into my retirement? Beautiful. What if I'm bold enough to achieve all my dreams? Love it, guys. Love it. Sylvia, what if I finish my passive income course? Yes,
I like that.
I
Very
like it.
practical.
Like it very much. David, what if I just took the action and I want to take instead of talking myself out of being my
Yeah.
best self? All right, pass
That's a great
to Robbie. You want to read some of them?
No,
So-
I think that's a fantastic one
Yeah.
by David. The next one, what if I earned $5,000 in passive income in 2024? Awesome. Mary Alice says, what if I'm a phoenix? I don't know if that's metaphorically or literally, but either way, it's pretty cool. So thank you, Mary. What if I can actually earn sustainable income? What if I just do it? Lovely. Say, Steffi, do you want to continue?
Yeah. What if 2024 is the year my business really takes off? Nice one. Mary Odino, what if I just do it? There is another one. Yeah. What if I just do it? I like that one. Zoya, what if I became like one of you? Oh,
Oh, that's
that was
no.
a sweet one.
Yeah, it only gonna take you 2 to 3 years. I don't tell you guys a lot about this, but no, when I first met Steffi, she was like really shy.
Yeah.
We have a Zoom session. She didn't even speak a lot. She was like sitting there just watching. Now you look at her, it's like completely different person. And it's only been what 3 years? 3 years, right? 3 years.
3.5 years now. Yes, exactly. What if Mel, what if I trusted myself enough and trusted this is the right time to flourish? Wow. Maria, what if I could be financially free? That's a good one. So it's like financial freedom is a very good one to have. Joanna, what if I can actually work online and be able to travel? Yes, you know what, Maria, Joanna, that was my dream 6 years ago when I was traveling with my parents to Malaga, and there was one person who was traveling and working at the same time. And at that time, that was like a big impossible dream. And now I'm living that dream. So yes, I can relate to that a lot, Joanna. Mikhail, what if I had more time to complete studies and have faith in teaching? Yes. And Thomas, what if I just do it and kick procrastination out the door? Good one. Ellie, what if I just do it scared? Yeah. And James, do you want to continue with Ina?
No, you go.
Yeah. What if I'm bold enough to turn this into reality? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So like daydreaming in a way then becomes real when we believe we can do it. Jason, what if I can make passive income work and as a result quit my lower paying job and get results beyond my dreams? Love that. Tay, what if I can stop being afraid? Robbie, maybe you can continue if you want.
Sure, yeah. So Tabitha says, what if this was all I needed? What if I just do it? Wow, that's the third one. Shout out to Nike here.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
not affiliated with Nike in any way. What's there to lose, right? Mary says she's a champion. Steffi, I think that's a shout out to you. Poe Edward says, what if implementing the things I've learned actually help me become financially stable and I can pass that knowledge on to others? That's really cool. I love how you brought that back to them, like serving others and helping them reach their goals. Lee says, what if I just stop being my own worst obstacle, change my negative perspective to a positive one? And yeah, I think we can all relate to those moments of like self-doubt and negativity and can I really do this? And yeah, so really appreciate the honesty there, Lee, and it's something I think we can all relate to. Elmarie says, I believe 2024, what if I will earn $100 an hour, start my business, follow your lead, but claim my place to work towards financial freedom? My dream will come true. The obstacles I have now will fade away. I love it, Elmarie. Thank you for sharing that. Chloe says she's got to go, but thank you, everyone. Jane says, what if I can make a substantial passive income and help thousands of people by sharing resources from my long experience online and have the freedom to create more whilst traveling? I love that. That really resonates with me. I think there's a lot of overlap there, Jane, between my goals and yours. That's fantastic. Marina says, what if I make some mistakes in my digital product and it sells anyway? I'm not sure if that's positive or negative, but remember what we talked about, mistakes. It's always a positive thing as long as you can extract a lesson from it. And yeah, fail fast, fail forward. What if kindness is the language the blind can see and the deaf can see? Mark Twain quote there. Thank you, Jules, for sharing that. They're still coming in. This is fantastic. Steffi, do you want to continue?
Yeah, Cindy, what if I could get paid well for helping people? Exactly. So making impact and earning money. Elmarie, what if this is the way to go? Persistently be stable on finances. Mine, yes. Marianne, what if I could reach even more to more people to help them have more confidence to speak English and open more doors for them? Exactly, Marianne. That's what we are doing as teachers. What if I find the perfect me version? Great. So Sylvia had to go already. Joe Kane as well. People have to go now. Yes. And Marie saying, what if with my Ninja Hub students gain entry to university, their dream, my satisfaction? Exactly. So one thing I'm learning actually now, it's about helping. So there are two kind of ways of helping, or two reasons. It's selfish good reason and selfish wrong reason. So, but it's selfish, like all type of helping is selfish. Like everybody helps for selfish reason. And one of them is exactly as Elmarie is saying, it makes me happy when I help you or when you are happy. So that's one of them. And you are saying, Elmarie, yes, their dream is your satisfaction. So it makes you happy when they are happy. And that's what is beautiful about helping people. Marina, I saying positive, I mean it in a good way. In other words, some mistakes are in my eyes, but barely noticeable in others. That's a very good point, actually, Marina. Melissa, what if we could register this business in Dubai, the tax-free zone, and with the register of companies? I like that. It's a very practical one. Yes, and Jules, yes, I thought it was deaf can hear. Yeah, that's okay with the correction. Melissa, can you please comment on this? What if we could register? Yes. What if we could register this business in Dubai, the tax-free zone? Yeah, that would be great, right? That would be great. Elmarie, what if helping people I grow and stay eager to learn more? Yes. And Ellie, what if I can encourage other teachers to stay in our profession and keep their dream alive? That is such a good one, Ellie, because we have a lot of teachers who actually are leaving their professions. And that was actually James's story when one of his teachers, his favorite teachers, said like they can't be a teacher anymore because it's very low paid and they have to find a better job, better paid job, right? So it's a very good one. And if you ask me about my what if, so my what if is, what if teaching was associated with respect, prestige, and prosperity, right? That is my if what, and actually Bowie's what if. So yes, Ellie, I definitely resonate with this one.
Oh, Jason, what if I become so successful in passive income that I could be a special guest on a future Bowie webinar? Well, I think we've set a theme here with the special guest, because Steffi, like the anticipation in the chat for the special guest today was like insane. So I think we might have to make this a recurring feature. So Jason, yeah, definitely. Hopefully we'll be reaching out to you in the not too distant future.
Yeah, and hopefully you will be on time and you won't let people wait too long.
But if you're late, it's because you're having an awesome session helping people. So
yeah, I mean,
that's okay.
It's a pure excuse, but yeah, it's my excuse now. Nicola, in Dubai, you need to have your business registered in a free zone. You also need a business or entrepreneur visa. So that's very helpful, Nicola. I know Nicola lived there for some time, so she does know this stuff. Yeah.
What about you, James? What's your what if for 2024?
2024. I have passed saying what if stage. I don't say what if everything is very positive here. No what if. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Okay,
Okay.
that's another stage, Robbie. That's
Wow.
it
The
doesn't
next
only
level.
level.
So whatever I manifest,
That'll be the next webinar. We'll
it
talk.
happens.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's all, right? That's all. Thank you,
That's all,
thank
that's
you
all,
all
yeah.
for doing this. Emery, what if already in process becoming a global citizen? I'm grateful for the invitation to attend webinar. Too much knowledge acquired, you're great. Thank you guys. Yeah, we're 2 minutes late, but no, after being late for 12 hours and 10 minutes, so it's fine. All right, thank you guys one more time. I just don't want to let this workshop stop because right now we still have 80 teachers watching right now. I'm so grateful, so appreciative, and thank you so much for trusting in us, being here, and also thank yourself for taking the action, committing to a better future, for deciding to make a difference, right? Make change, make a difference for and as long as you wanted to do it, you wanted to have it, you ask the what if question, you will get there. Just don't give up, be persistent, right? It's not gonna happen overnight. Remember the valley of disappointment, right? Every time you are in the valley, reach out, let us help you. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. We are here. We only help educators, right? We only help teachers. We're not helping out anyone other than educators and teachers. Yeah, stay in touch with us. Steffi, if you want to share your LinkedIn, can you do that? Share your LinkedIn with everyone. I will share our LinkedIn with you guys as well. And I really think all of you guys left have already bought a course. If you haven't, right? Today is the last day, and really think about it. If you feel like this is something you want to do, even just like stay in touch with us and get this going. Don't miss this opportunity to get this course at such a affordable rate. All right, so I would love to see you guys in the course or even in the academy. And no, I will hold my promise. We're gonna have something about the mindset in January. You can call me on that, and Steffi is ready to go. If you guys get inspired by how much Steffi can offer when it comes to mindset, definitely do that. I do have one more favor. I almost forgot, right, guys? So if you can leave us a review, I just send a link. You click on it. It's a video review. If you feel like a pump right now, you want to kind of just talk. You've been listening for 4 hours. You want to speak, talk, and use this link here to record short video. Talk about your experience with this workshop. What the takeaways, the feedback. Help us, get some proof of this workshop so we can convince more teachers who are more kind of suspicious online to really believe in what we are doing right now. So yeah, I'll share the link a few times now. Click on the link. I'll send you guys an email as well. But if you want to do us a favor, record a short video talking about this webinar, this workshop, that will be very, very helpful. Yeah, thank you. I'll give Steffi and Robbie a chance to close this as well. So Robbie, please.
Well, I'd just echo what was already said, and also say, like, thank you everyone who's registered for this event, people watching the recording right now, and like you guys here. So for example, like, it's the first time we've ever done an event like this, right? Gemma finished presenting over 2 hours ago. The reason we're still here is because of you guys, your interaction, your comments, your questions. So you've made this event what it is, and I'm just really, really grateful for that. So thank you everyone for giving us your time, your energy, for showing up, and it's been a total pleasure. And also like shout out to those of you who are going to be joining us in the mastery and the academy. I'm really excited to work more closely together.
Thank you, Robbie. Yeah, I think I will just finish with this one, that I already see teaching being associated with respect, prestige, and prosperity. And whatever way you choose to achieve that, we are here to support you. And passive income is one of those ways how you can get that. So yes, thank you so much for being here. And I wish you the most thriving 2024. And yet, Merry Christmas. And I love
Have a rest as well.
Happy holidays
Have a
and
rest.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, you will see us again, and some of you gonna get on stage with us in 2024. And happy holidays. If we don't see each other, right, we'll see you in 2024. Who knows? We might see you again right before 2024. But anyways, thank you for being part of this workshop. We're so grateful, and you guys are the reason we are keep pushing and keep working hard and to deliver to help you guys. And we're not successful when teaching is associated with respect, prestige, and prosperity. Now, stay with us and send us a review if you can. Let me share the link again here. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you.
Have a good
Yeah.
evening, afternoon, morning, morning. All right. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Recording.